Beneath the low slanting sun, the world stirs in a hushed anticipation. From under a mound of sun-warmed earth, a chorus of faint cracks and delicate chirps rises, a signal to no one, yet a song of survival. The hatchlings begin to emerge, blind and trembling, their soft shells yielding to the rhythm of life. But far off, another rhythm answers a deliberate set of footsteps, dry and practiced. They belong to a pack that hunts not by sight, but by scent, and the air now carries the perfume of vulnerability. These are not ordinary trespassers. They are opportunists, drawn to the scent of unguarded life. Yet they do not charge, they stalk. For ahead lies something more than prey, a sleeping legend. A mother crocodile draped in stillness, her bulk half buried in sand and shadow. Every breath from her nose is shallow, calculated. The pack approaches, cautious as mist. Among them, one dog is chosen to step forward, the tester. It is the expendable one, the scout, the sacrificial pawn. Its role is not triumph, but information. And with the tension of a tightrope, it steps closer to the nest, where new life wriggles unaware. There, it snatches two newborns, barely more than motion and instinct, and glides away like a whisper. Behind it, silence holds. The mother does not stir. Her eyelids remain shut. The game has only begun. The tester vanishes into the brush, its cargo squirming silently in its jaws. Encouraged by its success, a second dog creeps forward, but hesitation slows its pace. Each poor step is weighed against instinct and fear. The mother crocodile still appears asleep, stone-like in stillness, her monstrous form unmoving, but beneath the illusion, something ancient listens. The second intruder reaches the nest, jaws parting just enough to cradle an egg. Its tongue cushions the fragile shell, teeth restrained by precision most would not expect from a predator. The theft is soft, surgical, and like the first, the thief retreats into shadow. Now the pack moves with newfound courage. A third dog approaches, more boldly than the others. The air grows thicker, the margin for error thinner. It too lifts a single egg from the sand and begins to back away. But not all thieves are lucky. The fourth dog, unaware that the sleeper has awakened, steps forward. In an instant, the illusion shatters. With terrifying speed, the crocodile erupts sand and silence, exploding in a single violent motion. Her jaws snap shut with a bone-crushing finality, seizing the intruder in a blur of teeth and fury. The pack freezes, panic blooms, but no one moves. The price has been set. The mother drags her captive toward the river, the dog's limbs flailing in futility. The others wail from the bank, caught between loyalty and terror, but none dare to follow. The river looms ahead like a final sentence, still and dark, waiting. The crocodile reaches the water's edge, her grip unrelenting. She enters without sound, the surface swallowing both predator and prey in one smooth descent. The pack, stranded on land, watches helplessly. The captive dog disappears beneath the murk, and for a heartbeat, the world holds its breath. Then, chaos below, thrashing, twisting, the silent violence of ancient muscle and intent. Bubbles rise and vanish. The crocodile does not kill for cruelty, but for consequence. She is not punishing theft. She is enforcing the unspoken law of the riverbank. When she rises again, water streaming from her armored brow, her gaze sweeps across the shoreline. The surviving dogs scatter, wiser now, their prize clutched between teeth, yet dulled by the memory of the cost. One life taken, others spared. Balance in its most brutal form. The crocodile does not give chase. She merely stares a warning etched in scale and blood. Behind her, the water closes like a wound. In the wild, justice is not kind, only clear. As silence returns to the bank, the air feels thinner, changed. The message has been delivered. This place is watched, and not all who take escape. She turns from the shore, leaving no trace of struggle save the ripples trailing behind. At the nest, Her remaining young chirp faint, high-pitched notes like whispers seeking reassurance. The same jaws that crushed bone now open again, but with the delicacy of a surgeon. One by one, she gathers the hatchlings into her mouth, but they are not swallowed. Nestled between sword-like teeth lies a hidden fold of flesh, a valve, a miracle of design protecting the throat, sealing off danger. Here, the young rest, shielded not from the world, but within the very thing the world fears. It is the ultimate paradox, death cradling life. The mother, now heavy with more than instinct, begins her descent toward the water. With each lumbering step, she carries not only her young, but the burden of what has been lost. The wild is a ledger where love and violence share the same line. Her devotion is not sentimental. It is survival distilled into duty. At the river's edge, she opens her mouth and releases the hatchlings like tiny sparks scattering onto the surface. Their legs paddle awkwardly, their bodies pale and trembling, but they are afloat, alive. And for now, that is enough. The water welcomes them with a cool indifference, rippling around their fragile forms. To the hatchlings, the river is a vast unknown, wide, endless, and whispering with promise and peril alike. But they swim, because life demands motion. The mother lingers at the edge, eyes scanning the current, her breath slow but vigilant. Her children vanish one by one into the reeds, leaving only tiny wakes behind them. They are soft echoes of an ancient dynasty, faint now, but destined for strength. Evolution has given them little armor, only instinct and a lineage carved in time. In the wild, growing strong is not a right but a race. Each ripple is a trial, each shadow a threat, but they push forward because they must. The mother watches until the last disappears from view. Her jaw still aches from the morning's strike. Her heart, if it could be measured, carries more than biology. It holds memory, price, and purpose. She turns and sinks beneath the surface. For a moment, the water is calm, as if nothing had happened. But something has. A new generation has entered the current. And in time, one of them will return to this very shore, not as prey, but as power. Beneath the surface, silence is no peace. It is strategy. Somewhere in the dim world below, something glides a form born of water and shadow. The crocodile has returned, not to rest, but to watch. Its eyes, barely above the surface, scan without urgency. It does not hunt like others. It does not stalk. It waits. Around it, fish dart in silver flashes, unaware or unconcerned. But the crocodile has no interest in them today. The river is not just a home, it is a weapon. It conceals, cradles, and kills. Here, patience sharpens the predator more than teeth. Add an eerie stillness to the air, the kind that makes reeds hold their breath and dragonflies pause mid-flight. A presence has entered the water, something larger than fish, something that stirs the oldest instincts. The crocodile does not move. It becomes the river, mud-colored, quiet, depthless. In this place, survival depends not on strength, but on silence. Time itself bends to those who wait the longest. One heartbeat too bold, one ripple too loud, and the river reminds all who drink that safety is an illusion. And somewhere, just out of view, that reminder begins to take shape. A herd edges toward the riverbank, dry lips, cracked earth beneath hooves, eyes wide with need. Thirst drives them, but fear shapes their every step. Among them, a mother wildebeest nudges her calf forward. The water beckons, glittering under sunlight like salvation. But it is a stage with hidden actors. The crocodile watches, submerged and invisible, positioned not by accident, but by ancient instinct. It does not lunge. It does not chase. It lets the river do the work. The herd lowers their heads cautiously. One sip, then another. A bird chirps nearby, absurdly loud in the quiet. But even that sound fades when the river moves. With no warning, the crocodile strikes. A single explosion of motion. Water erupts skyward. Hooves scramble. Cries burst from startled throats. But the strike misses. Its jaws snap through emptiness, through foam and noise. The calf escapes this time. The herd retreats in waves, muscles shaking, hearts pounding. Some bolt inland. Others hesitate, caught in the logic of survival. They must cross. The land behind them holds no water. The land ahead demands a toll. And the river waits, not with malice, but with hunger as old as the earth. They regroup nervous, clumped tightly, their dark silhouettes trembling under the weight of decision. The river, calm once more, conceals its predator in velvet stillness. A calf steps forward again, driven by thirst stronger than fear. Its mother follows close, nostrils flared, muscles taut beneath her hide. At the edge, she bends to drink, the surface mirroring her gaze. Everything feels quiet, safe, but beneath her, the crocodile hovers just beneath the reflection. Its eyes break the waterline for only a second, 2 yellow coins floating on silence before sinking back down. It does not retreat. It repositions, a living current, beneath the herd's feet. Time passes differently in the river. Above, the sun warms skin. Below, anticipation coils like muscle. The herd cannot see death waiting inches beneath their hooves. They know only thirst and the illusion of peace. But peace in this place is a curtain. One breath, one heartbeat. Then the curtain will rise again. And when it does, the river will remember what the land forgets, that life in the wild is never offered. It is always taken. Then, in the fragile pause between inhale and exhale, the river detonates. A wall of water erupts as the crocodile lunges from below, jaws yawning wide like a trapdoor to the underworld. The target, a young wildebeest, cries out, but the sound vanishes in the chaos. Its legs thrash, hooves cutting through spray and panic, but already the predator's teeth have closed. This time, the strike does not miss. Around them, the herd convulses in terror. Some leap back onto dry land. Others, disoriented, plunge into the very water they feared. In their desperation to flee, they become more vulnerable. In the wild, fear is not an alarm, it's a weapon, and today, the river wields it well. The crocodile disappears with its prize, vanishing into the dark as quickly as it had appeared. No splash remains. No ripple betrays the violence that unfolded. Just silence once more. The calf is gone. Its mother stands at the bank, searching the surface, knowing already that no voice will answer. But there is no pause, no vigil. The herd presses on. In the wilderness, survival does not allow for mourning. Movement is memory. The river has claimed its due, and still, more must cross. The herd gathers again, muscles trembling, eyes wild, but necessity dulls hesitation. The far bank calls to them not out of comfort, but out of need. One by one, they begin to move, stepping into the same water that just devoured one of their own. Hooves churn the river into a froth, and tension rides on every splash. The crocodile, now hidden once more, glides silently beneath them. It feels their pulses through pressure waves, hears their panic in the tremor of limbs. It does not strike again immediately. It waits, letting confusion do what claws cannot. In the chaos, one smaller calf veers from the group, struggling against the current, vulnerable and adrift. And then it happens, the water beneath it coils. With terrifying speed, the crocodile erupts once more, jaws splitting the river, dragging the calf into the depths. The cry is brief, swallowed with the bubbles. The surface calms too quickly, like nothing happened. But everything did. The herd doesn't stop. They cross, hooves pounding, eyes forward. The river has taken 2 now, but the crossing continues. In this place, survival is not clean. It is not fair. It simply is. And every life saved is balanced by one that isn't. Behind them, the river flows on unchanged, uncaring. But beneath its surface, another hunter waits. A second crocodile, older and larger, slides into position. It did not join the earlier strikes. It conserved its energy, biding time like a veteran of many battles. In the wild, patience is not weakness, it is mastery. The herd reaches the far bank, drenched and wide-eyed, but one straggler lags behind. A young male, strong yet inexperienced, driven more by confusion than instinct. The second crocodile drifts toward him, its body barely moving, carried by the current like driftwood with teeth. It does not break the surface, it simply adjusts, angles, closes distance. This predator has hunted through floods and droughts, through seasons of plenty and famine. Every failed attempt has sharpened its timing. Every meal has bought it more time. It senses the pulse of the river, the tremble of legs above. And when the moment is right, it will rise not with desperation, but precision. For here, in this liquid battlefield, there is no room for frenzy, only efficiency. And this hunter has waited long enough. When it finally strikes, there is no roar, only impact. A rush of water, a blur of muscle, and the young wildebeest vanishes beneath the surface without even a splash to mark its passing. The predator does not flail, it rolls, a controlled spiral, perfected through time, twisting the prey into stillness. Then silence reclaims the river. Above, the herd presses on, unaware that another voice has been lost. They do not stop to look back. In the language of instinct, survival speaks louder than sorrow, and the crocodile, now cradling its catch in jaws designed by extinction itself, glides away. This act is not chaos, it is order. For over 80 million years, these creatures have been the custodians of balance, unchanged, while continents shifted and titans fell. They are not relics, they are rulers. Their bodies, armored and ancient, are temples of endurance. Their minds, simple yet ruthless, calculate only what is essential: energy, opportunity, efficiency. In this cathedral of water, their religion is rhythm, and their scripture is written in the current. Empires have risen and burned, but the crocodile has remained, not through dominance but adaptation, and in that, it has outlasted all kings. High on the riverbank, away from the chaos below, a different kind of battle unfolds, one of patience, not pursuit. Here, a female crocodile lies still, her massive body draped over a mound of earth and grass. Beneath her, the next generation sleeps in eggs no larger than her eye. She does not hunt, she does not eat. For weeks, she waits, unmoving, guarding the mound like a fortress of flesh. Predators circle, sensing vulnerability, but none dare challenge her. Her eyes remain half-lidded, but they miss nothing. Crocodile nests are crude yet calculated, piled high above floodlines, insulated with rot that generates warmth. Within the clutch, dozens of lives dream in darkness, suspended between sand and heartbeat, and when the moment is right, the silence breaks. Faint chirps rise from beneath the soil, muffled pleas for rescue. The mother responds instantly. Her jaws, designed to kill, now dig with purpose. She lifts the eggs with surgical grace, turning earth into cradle. No predator becomes more tender than she in this moment. Not because she is gentle by nature, but because nature demands it. In this first act of motherhood, strength becomes sanctuary. One by one, the hatchlings emerge, eyes sealed shut, bodies soft and trembling. To the world, they are insignificant, barely more than breath wrapped in scale. But to her, they are everything. She gathers them gently into her mouth, arranging them delicately between teeth that could crush bone. Yet not a single one is harmed. Each hatchling is cupped in a cathedral of restraint, shielded by a fold of tissue deep in her throat, designed by evolution to protect rather than consume. This paradox, the killer as caregiver, is not a contradiction, but a design perfected through time. She could devour them all, yet instead she becomes their boat, their refuge, their beginning. Her eyes scan the horizon for threats, every sense alive with maternal ferocity. Even the air seems to shift around her as she descends once more to the river. In her mouth are not just her children, but her legacy. As she reaches the water, she opens her jaws, and the tiny bodies tumble out like sparks reborn. They scatter across the surface, propelled by instinct, destined for risk. Behind them, their mother lingers, part monster, part miracle, watching, waiting, knowing that some will not return. The river flows on, untroubled by the lives it has taken or the ones it has spared. The hatchlings vanish into reeds and shallows, barely visible beneath the silver surface. Their journey is only beginning, but already the laws of the wild mark their path. For every step forward, a price awaits. Their survival will not be won through size or strength, but through stillness, patience, and an inheritance written in their blood. Behind them, their mother sinks beneath the current, fading like a ghost into the depths. She does not linger to celebrate. In the wild, even love must move quickly. The river makes no promises. It only offers a chance. A chance earned by sacrifice, guarded by instinct, and sharpened by time. Crocodiles do not mourn. They remember, and in their stillness lies a memory of every generation that crawled, swam, and ruled before them. The mother vanishes, but her legacy spreads like roots into the water, each hatchling a fragment of something ancient and unyielding. This is not a story of victory. It is a story of balance. For in this world, no triumph is ever whole, but it is enough.